All right. Good morning. First of all, welcome to everyone. How are we all feeling this morning? Yes. That's what we like to hear.
We do want to check the mic, though, because I don't have... Okay.
You can?
All right, wonderful. I will.
All right. I know my voice carries a little bit, so I don't need that much mic. But anyway, good morning and welcome to the CSB's 14th Annual Spirit of Excellence Awards Ceremony. Yes. All right. My name is Raymond Payton, and I'm proud to serve as the Behavioral Health Manager for the CSB's Wellness, Health Promotion, and Prevention team. I am also honored to be one of your MCs for today's celebration.
And hello again, everyone. Familiar face, I'm sure. Good morning. My name is Tamika Tunsil, and I am one of the program managers for the Behavioral Health Outpatient Program. And it's my delight and honor to serve as co-MC with Raymond this morning. Okay. So we are so pleased to recognize the incredible achievements and dedication of those who will help bring the CSB's mission and vision to life. Today, we celebrate your outstanding individual and team accomplishments and contributions.
All right. We would also like to take a moment to recognize and thank the nominators, colleagues, and family members who are all with us today. Your encouragement and support play a pivotal role in the work we do. Thank you for being a part of this special occasion. I just want to say one thing before we get started with this. We all, for the CSB, do very challenging work. I don't care what your role is. Dealing with people is challenging work to do day after day. That in itself should be celebrated. So whether you are a nominee, a family member, someone who is just support, give yourselves a round of applause for this. All right.
Absolutely. All right, so before we begin, we kindly ask that you silence your cell phones, please. Please. And also a quick reminder that food and drinks are not allowed in the auditorium, so go ahead and hide them. I'm not looking. And thank you for your cooperation. All right. So joining us for this morning's ceremony are members of the CSB Executive Leadership Team. We're grateful for their participation and continued support of the incredible work being honored today. Today we welcome Darrell Washington, Executive Director, Shweta Ajanthaya, Senior Strategy Director, Abby May, Deputy Director of Clinical Operations, Dr. Deborah O'Byrne, Director of Medical Services, and Barbara Wadley Young, Deputy Director of Clinical Operations. So now it's our pleasure to welcome our Executive Director, Darrell Washington, for a few remarks.
Thank you, Tamika. So good morning, everyone. Welcome. I'm honored to be with you, and thank you for the work that you do today. So the Spirits of Excellence Award, number 14, right? So there were 82 nominations, which is a record for us, and 450 individuals that were recognized and nominated today. So that's great. I just want to talk a few minutes about the work we do. The work that we do here, I think, is very challenging, as Raymond said earlier. We often see people in their most difficult times of their life, and all of you walk beside them. They share their deepest, darkest secrets, worries, concerns with you, and you take that and you walk along with them as they go through that recovery journey, or whether they are integrating back into the community and trying to live a life like yours or mine. And I can't tip my hat enough to you for the hard work that goes into doing that into making this organization run, and then really having this be a star, not just nationally, but internationally. So thank you. So with that, I just wanted to highlight a few things, because I think we've been through quite a bit over the last 6 months or so, and I wanted to highlight a few things. So December, Crossroads was flooded. The heat went out, and if everybody remembers, we had some single-day temperatures in there. The pipe burst. So then very quickly, we had to pivot and have all of the Crossroads move into a new beginning in the deducts. And that was been going on up until about a month ago. And right now, Crossroads is being operated out of 2 different places. We have individuals staying at extended stay overnight and then coming to the Sharon Bulova Center during the day for treatment. This is something that's unprecedented, but I think it speaks to the level of flexibility and ingenuity that all of you have, because we could have not pulled that off if we really didn't have a collective team of making that happen. We did things within a short period of time that statewide hasn't been done in order to keep these services operating and to stand them up and open up at a new location. So thank you for that. Another highlight, our DD support coordination team, they're standing up 292 waivers. That's more than twice as much as what they typically get in a year. So having those number of individuals come off the largest waiting list in the state by far is a huge thing. It's going to allow individuals to live in our community, to get those services and support they need to show up every day and live a life like yours and mine. So thank you to the support coordinators as well. Opioid overdoses has dropped significantly in our community as well as nationwide. And I think a large part of that is due to the work that you've done. Everything from the prevention team going along and making sure that anybody that wants to get trained on how to use Narcan and get education about that is getting that, to our expansion medication-assisted treatment services, expansion in youth services, expansion in the adult services, both in the community and also jail-based services happening as well. And then another example of our ingenuity is it's not even a service that's getting going. So elsewhere in the state, they weren't able to stand up a peer respite program. So the state picked up the phone and called us and say, hey, Fairfax CSB, can you do this? We said, we got this. So we're in the process of standing up a peer respite program right now. Hopefully that'll be operational early fall. And it's a new service that's not been available, not just in our community, but statewide. So I think it's another specific example of the great work that you do every day. So last and certainly not least is, I'm the director, so I got to talk about money for a second, We've exceeded our revenue targets significant amount. And that has allowed us to continue to hire people, and it's going to allow us greater flexibility in the future. Right now, we are bringing in around $30 million a year in billable revenue, which is tremendous. That's almost double as what we were bringing in about 5 or 6 years ago, which is a huge difference in our organization. It allows us to provide more services and will allow us to continue to provide more services in the future. That really is a team effort. The clinicians billing for the services they provide, but it starts at the front desk as well. If we don't get the correct insurance information and get the information there, we're going to get denials and kickback. It works with our finance team and on the back end of making sure that those things are done, because insurance companies don't always want to come out of their pockets for the money for that. So we have to work hard to make sure we're maximizing getting that money. That allows us to keep the lights on and continue to provide the quality care we do. So I want to thank not just the clinical staff, but also the business staff for the great work they do to make sure that revenue cycle continues in our organization and is strong. So I think I said last with that one. This is really, really the last one. So, our organization is, I said this earlier, recognized both nationally and internationally. So just earlier this week, we had delegates from Argentina that came out and toured some programs at the Sharon Bolivar Center and talked about the services that we provide that they have not seen elsewhere. Our Diversion First program is getting ready to get highlighted by the National Association of Counties in their Standing Up program. The things that we do here are not done other places. And I think that's also the tremendous work that all of you do. So thank you all, and I'm going to turn it over to others so we can get on with the ceremony. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Darrell. We truly appreciate the value and support and guidance from our leadership team. So thank you all for joining us this morning. And now, it's time to celebrate the heart of today's event, our 2025 Spirit of Excellence Award nominees and winners. Okay. So just a little bit of context and information before we get started. Nominations for the Spirit of Excellence Awards were submitted across 9 different categories. From these categories, winners were selected based on their outstanding performance in supporting the vision, mission, and values of the CSB. We also proudly recognize all nominees for their exemplary contributions and dedication.
Today, we are honoring individuals and teams who have made a deliberate, visible, and meaningful contribution through actions in one or more of the following categories: caring hearts, customer service, good Samaritan, innovation, leadership, One Fairfax, partnership, random acts of kindness, and stewardship.
Within each of these categories, there are 4 types of recognition: individual nominees, team nominees, the Individual Spirit of Excellence Award winner, and the Team Spirit of Excellence Award winner. Here's how today's program will flow. We will begin by announcing the nominees in every category. If your name or team is announced, please stand and remain standing while all nominees in your category have been recognized. At the conclusion of today's I'm not gonna look, but okay. Just a reminder. We appreciate you. All right. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, we invite all nominees to join us in the atrium for a commemorative photo. Teams are also encouraged to take a photo together. Following the announcement of nominees in a category, we will announce the Spirit of Excellence Award winner for that category. If your name or team is announced, please stand and proceed to the front to receive your award and to have your picture taken. Also to note, if you hear us announce BHOP, we are referring to the Behavioral Health Outpatient Program. And finally, if we happen to mispronounce your name, please accept our apologies in advance. Okay. All right, let's get started with our program.
Yeah, again, we looked at the names, we went over them. If we get you wrong, we're sorry, right? Sorry. But anyway, all right, the Caring Hearts Award is presented to a volunteer, intern, psychiatry resident, or team of volunteers who make a deliberate, obvious, and valuable contribution to the CSB. To be eligible for this award, nominees must be volunteers, residents, or interns participating in the CSB Viva program. We have one individual winner of the Spirit of Excellence Award in the Caring Hearts category. This year's 2025 Spirit of Excellence Award is presented to Kim Perry from the Viva team. Kim was nominated by Pam Kopiak and her And here's her nomination. Kim Perry has been an invaluable addition to the Viva team. As someone who used the CSB services in the past for her family, wanting to give back, she volunteers her time with the Viva program. A specific example of her excellent support would be her contribution to 2 integral Viva projects. Kim stepped up and gave countless hours to help make the Spirit of Excellence Awards run smoothly in 2024, when additional on-site support was needed. From being a point person to running errands to printing certificates, her time was given so much and appreciated. More recently, Kim took on our annual renewal process of volunteers and interns. This is a cumbersome project to undertake and would not have happened so smoothly if Kim wasn't able to put in extra time to volunteer. Kim took ownership of the project and made sure to complete it in a timely and efficient manner. On top of all that, she has played a major role in contributing to this year's Spirit of Excellence Award ceremony. The Viva team shares that. We would be lost without Kim. Congratulations, Kim.
All right, congratulations to our Caring Hearts winner. Now we will have the Customer Service Award. And this is presented to a person or group of people who demonstrate a positive attitude while providing exceptional customer service that increased citizen, customer, and/or client satisfaction. Now, this category received the largest number of nominations this year, which reflects the incredible customer service our staff provides to the community. The customer service nominees are, and then a reminder, we invite you to stand as our nominees where you are. Angela Amas, Medical Services. Janine Carrington, Assisted Community Residential Services. Treasurer Corbin, Human Resources, excuse me. Christine Covey, Facilities Management. Sarah Evans, Emergency Services. Ashley Herberth, Outpatient Nursing Services. Joy Jefferson, Jail-Based Services. Joy or Joie? Is it Joy or Joie? Joy, okay, good. David Rios Hernandez, the CAST team. Christian Santabanez, Detox Nursing Services. Jennifer Simmons, Behavioral Health Outpatient. Shamika Smith, Specialty Courts Services. Shauna Spence, Addiction Medicine Clinic. And Lauren Unger, Behavioral Health Day Employment Support Services. Thank you. You may be seated. In addition to these individuals, there are 11 teams that were nominated in the customer service category. They are A New Beginning and Crossroads Kitchen teams, the Acu Detox team at Detox, the Client Access Services team from the lower level and third floor at Boulevard Center. The Crossroads team. CSB Contracts and Credentialing. Gartland B-Hop Nursing Clinic team. Intensive Community Team, ACT and ICM nurses. Northwest Center CAST team. Youth and Family Intensive Services Resource Team. You may be seated. Congratulations to you all. You may be seated. All right. So we have two winners of the Spirit Excellence Award in the customer service category, one individual and one team. The individual winner of the 2025 Spirit of Excellence Award in customer service is Donna Light with the Entry Assessment and Referral Team. All right. Nominated by Stephanie Ryan, here is Donna's nomination. With 27 years of dedicated service at the CSB, 5 of which have been with the Entry Call Center, Donna has emerged as a beacon of hope and support for countless individuals seeking mental health and substance use disorder services who call our call center looking for support. Her bilingual skills and unwavering commitment to exceptional customer service has profoundly impacted lives of the Fairfax community. At the heart of Donna's work in the call center is her genuine compassion and empathy for those in crisis. Donna employs active listening skills to understand each caller's unique circumstances and ensuring they feel heard and valued. Her calm demeanor and reassuring tone create a safe space for clients, encouraging them to share their health and substance use services available. Encouraging them to share their concerns, openly and thereby are able to access and accept help. Throughout her tenure, Donna has developed comprehensive knowledge of all mental health and substance use disorder services available through the CSB and in our community. This expertise allows for her to provide accurate information and guidance, tailoring her responses to meet the individual needs of each caller. Donna has not only excelled in her direct service role, but has also contributed significantly to enhancing the operations of the Entry Call Center. She is the EAR supervisor's go-to worker when wanting to initiate and pilot new processes that help to streamline workflows and has improved overall quality assurance and efficiency in our department. This year, she has been the lead in a number of different initiatives and has trained other staff along the way. Donna's impact extends beyond the walls of the Entry Call Center. Many clients have expressed their gratitude for her assistance, often sharing their appreciation for her help and guidance. Thank you, Donna, for having a profound influence in transforming lives and breaking down barriers to mental health access, especially to those who are the most vulnerable. Congratulations. All right. Now, the team selected as the 2025 Spirit of Excellence Award winner in the customer service category. 2 members of the Detox Diversion Team, Naima Sandy and Sydney Stifler. Okay, as they make their way down. Naima's. Okay, Naima Sandy and Sydney Stifler are 2 of the team members of the Detox Diversion Team. The goal of the team is to go out into the community, pick up people, and bring them to detox when they need and want it. There was one evening when a client had to ask to be picked up, and the client and team agreed on the spot on Route 1 to meet. When they got to the person, he got in the van, and within minutes of him getting into the van, he began to lose consciousness. They immediately stopped the van and used the police radio to contact EMS. And while waiting for them to arrive, they used Narcan on the individual and started chest compressions right away. Due to their quick response to his condition, the individual was saved that night. They spoke with their supervisor on call after the episode and were given the ability to leave early if they needed to. However, after processing the experience, they both decided to stay and finish their shift, which involved following up at the hospital and getting the individual admitted to detox once he stabilized that night. They were committed to following through and ensuring that the individual got the services that he needed. The attention to detail and ability to react so quickly in a time of crisis is not a one-time episode for these two. These skills and attributes are the standards for which they operate. Amazing work, Naima and Sydney. Congratulations.
All right. All good. All right. Before we go forward, I love the enthusiasm. I love the wanting to celebrate. I need one favor from everyone. If we could just let us get all the nominees read first, then you can go crazy, cheer, do it all, right? Let us get through the name, because you are a hype. Which is a good thing, what you need in these type of award ceremonies, which is great. So we'll move forward, but let's just get through the names and we'll celebrate everybody together, okay? Are we together? Yes. Are we together? Yes. All right, now we together, all right. The Good Samaritan Award is presented to a person or group of people who have demonstrated consistent pattern of behavior that increased colleague satisfaction and morale that benefited the organization. The individual nominees in the Good Samaritan category are Nicole Dabney, Outpatient Turning Point, Asia Jackson, Northwest Center Cast, and for the, you stand up, all right? All right. I know you're all holding it back. I'm gonna get through it. All right. The four team nominees in the Good Samaritan category are B-Hop Older Adults Team at Sharon Boulevard Center, Northwest Center Cast Team. Now we can applaud. All right. All right. Congratulations. You can now be seated. We have two winners of the Spirit of Excellence Award in the Good Samaritan category, one individual and one team. The individual receiving the Spirit of Excellence Award in the Good Samaritan category is Melanie Averon, Specialty Court Services. Melanie is an assessment clinician working out of the Fairfax County Courthouse and Adult Detention Center. Her schedule is routinely filled with completing court-ordered assessments for individuals who are involved in the criminal justice system. Occasionally, there are situations where individuals present at the courthouse for reasons other than seeking mental health substance abuse treatment. Oftentimes, clients are simply coming to attend their court hearing or meet with a probation officer, but they are obviously in need of a connection to mental health of substance abuse treatment. These individuals have struggled to connect to services in more traditional ways due to their circumstances, whether they are unhoused, don't have access to phone or Wi-Fi, or have limited food resources. When situations like this have arisen, Melanie makes an extra effort to rearrange her schedule and try to connect with that person in that moment. Melanie has an excellent working relationship with the Diversion First partners, which includes probation officers, public defenders, Commonwealth attorneys, judges, and other court-based CSB staff. And she is always eager to step in and make her initial contact with clients who have historically struggled to connect with treatment. There was an incident recently in which a mental health docket client missed court and received a bench warrant. When he presented to the courthouse unexpectedly several days later, he presented with markedly different treatment needs based on new experiences he had. As the docket team pivoted and tried to determine next steps to keep this client safe and connected to appropriate treatment, Melanie was willing to rearrange her schedule and step in to complete an assessment addendum, coordinate with previous and new treatment teams, and ultimately get the client connected to the level of care to meet the needs. Melanie's ability and willingness to mentally pivot in order to meet the client and program needs ensures the most high-risk, high-need individuals are seen and taken care of. Congratulations, Melanie. All right. The team selected for the 2025 Spirit of Excellence Awards in the Good Samaritan category is BH2s with B-Hop at Northwest Center, Shirlene Rahman, and Marchette Butler. All right. Shirlene and Marchette provided extended crisis intervention and wraparound services to a female client who became homeless on one of the coldest nights in January. She was left on the street in the middle of the night with no resources or shelter and in an emotional crisis in another county. Shirlene and Marchette worked collaboratively and tirelessly with several agencies and shelters to ensure the continuation of services, as there was a growing concern of the client's mistreatment while attempting to access resources. They strongly advocated for her rights by initiating multiple meetings with other providers and speaking on behalf of the client who was unfairly discharged from a facility. Shirlene and Marchette were available to the client throughout the whole process. Through the practice of due diligence, they launched a formal complaint around the details of the client's mistreatment. This resulted in a formal investigation reflecting the appropriateness of their actions. Shirlene and Marchette did not only show a great attitude toward this client, but emphasized the importance of ethical treatment of existing and future clients with serious mental illness that have been stigmatized. They modeled exceptional attitudes and unyielding compassion, going above and beyond of their role. Great work, Shirlene and Marchette.
All right, congratulations to our winners again. We're now moving on to the Innovation Award category, which is presented to a person or a group of people who developed non-traditional new ways to do business, streamlined processes or systems, developed and creative ideas or solutions to problems. The individual innovation nominee is Diana Taylor, Recovery Services, and the I had the teacher face, I guess, right? 1 second. And the team nominees for innovation are clinician team at Reston and Chantilly, Paige Wrights and Erin Driggs. Just a few more team nominations in this category. The supervisory team at Reston and Chantilly, Ashley Wise, Carolyn Cook, and David Edelman. CSB Quality Assurance Team, CSB Regulatory and License Compliance, CSB Risk Management and Patient Privacy, CSB Talent Development, the Diversion and Engagement Team, Fairfax Detoxification Center, Insurance Verification Process Improvement, and nursing staff who worked on STEP VA. Now, please stand. Congratulations. You may be seated. We have 2 winners of the Spirit Excellence Award in the innovation category, one individual and one team. The individual receiving the 2025 Spirit of Excellence Award in Innovation is Orit Payton, Wellness Circle. All right, thank you. Research has shown there is a high percentage of trauma history among the seriously mentally ill population, but the effects of those histories often go unrecognized or underestimated. Orit saw a need and provided comprehensive trauma treatment to individuals that the CSB serves, a population that without private insurance is typically unable to access or afford such treatment. Orit wrote a proposal, presented it to senior leadership, and was fully supported to implement the Trauma Resilience Program, or TRP, at Wellness Circle Crisis Stabilization Unit, beginning in January 2024. She developed a treatment manual for the program with the most cutting-edge trauma materials and provided intensive and ongoing training to the Crisis Stabilization Unit's clinicians, thereby ensuring they are knowledgeable about the modalities. Orit worked with the CSB communications team to create a brochure and marketing plan for the program, in addition to presenting on the Trauma Resilience Program both regionally and statewide. She intentionally created the Trauma Resilience Program so it would not be exclusive, meaning individuals choose to participate in the parts of the trauma program that they wish, thereby allowing the experience of addressing their trauma to be less threatening. The vast majority of individuals opted to participate in some aspects of the TRP and are receiving comprehensive trauma treatment, some for the first time in their life. Responses from the client's exit surveys include statements like, "I can't describe how helpful the groups have been. Much less darkness. I am not overwhelmed now. Despite my hardships and heartache, I am the most optimistic that I can ever recall. Thank you so much. I will be okay." This type of comprehensive trauma treatment is the first of its kind in a residential crisis stabilization unit in Virginia. Out of the 497 admissions to the crisis stabilization unit since the TRP began, 445 had Medicaid, Medicare, or were uninsured. If any of those 445 individuals needed inpatient trauma treatment over the past year, they would not have been able to access it due to lack of private insurance. Orit removed that barrier. Because of her innovation, determination, and foresight, the most vulnerable residents of Northern Virginia are now rightfully afforded the same opportunity to trauma treatment as members of society. Fantastic work, Orit. Congratulations. And now, the team selected for the 2025 Spirit of Excellence Award in Innovation category is Wellness Circle Crisis Stabilization Unit. As they make their way down. The Wellness Circle Crisis Stabilization Unit is a short-term crisis stabilization unit which serves individuals who are experiencing psychiatric crisis and is spearheaded by the Wellness Circle supervisor, Orit Payton. The Trauma Resilience Program at Wellness Circle began in January 2024 to fill the gap for those clients who needed trauma treatment. The program runs concurrently with outgoing crisis stabilization treatment. They're excited. While individuals are in care. including groups and individual therapy to focus on the reduction of trauma symptoms, increasing safety and stability, and instilling hope. It took the commitment of the entire Wellness Circle staff to make the TRP a success. The team has learned new modalities, enabling them to conduct structured group and individualized treatment, both of which target the client's trauma symptoms such as flashbacks and nightmares. Wellness Center clinicians have brought new innovations over the past year to contribute to TRP, including adding a drum circle, AccuDetox, and art therapy. In addition to the clinical work, implementing the TRP required a great deal of ancillary support for the Wellness Circle team as a whole. Team members volunteered to participate in the work group, which took on the task of identifying and communicating with the CSB's teams and regional community partners about the new program. Ongoing presentations about TRP continue to be conducted by Wellness Circle staff with the community partners throughout Northern Virginia. The commitment of the Wellness Circle team to provide exceptional clinical care to the most disenfranchised individuals in our community continues the implementation of the TRP. What a successful year. Congratulations to them. You got it, okay. Yeah, here and then.
All right. All right, congratulations again. I know you're all thinking what I'm thinking right now. I hope somebody's covering the Wellness Circle right now, because they all here, right? I'm glad you're all here. I couldn't resist that one. All right. Next, we will have the Spirit of Excellence Leadership Award. This award is presented to a person or a group of people who supported and encouraged staff in completing their duties, volunteered to take on extra responsibilities in addition to regular job duties, handled an emergency or unexpected situation in an outstanding manner. The individual leadership nominees are Lori Bell, Behavioral Health Day. Hold on. Lori Bell, Behavioral Health Day Employment and Supportive Services. Patricia Harity, Detox Team. Stacy Lawson, Residential Treatment Team. Jacelyn Parker Oliver, Emergency Services. Jean Post, can't help it. Jean Post, Executive Leadership Team. Jessica Rowan, Compliance and Risk Management. Sarah Tariq, Addiction Medicine Clinic. Rebecca Waxman, Addiction Medicine Clinic. Tina Wetzel, Human Resources. Help me help you, right? And the teams are CSB Leadership Institute graduates, CSB Records Administration. Leadership team consisting of Trish Harity, Makaido Tanaka, and Nat Nguyen, and work-related critical incident project team. Now you can do that. All right, congratulations. Congratulations to our nominees. We have two winners of the Spirit of Excellence Award in Leadership category, one individual and one team. The individual being presented with the 2025 Spirit of Excellence Award in Leadership is Bob McMurdo, Intensive Community Treatment Services. Bob McMurdo has exercised commitment to excellence in leadership as the most senior leader at the Garland site. His leadership supports several divisions and program areas, both clinical and administrative, and he is conscientious and equitable in navigating and addressing facility, programmatic, and community needs. He is on site daily as That is the need through not a specific requirement of his role, as he is often there for extended hours. His colleagues and other staff at Garland, Board of Supervisors, office staff, and community members have shared their unsolicited appreciation for Bob's willingness to support. This can include, but not limited to, providing warm handoffs to community members who walk in and aren't sure how to connect to CSB services, or coordinating with teams, clinicians, security, as issues may escalate on site. He is described as an all-around great guy who takes the time to learn about different service areas operating out of Garland. He often reaches out regarding developmental disability services to expand his knowledge and understanding of population needs and specific services provided. This is particularly noteworthy given the systemic challenges of providing a holistic and integrated approach to meeting the needs of individuals with DD who often have co-occurring mental health and substance use disorders. He is also the liaison to a long-standing advisory group that meets regularly to advocate for behavioral health needs in for the South County corridor. No matter the need, whether it's to get ice for a community event, to show up in a moment's notice at any area in the community to support partner concerns, or to support the police in addressing potential threats in and around the facility. He addresses matters with care and concern for all, never dismissing or deferring for convenience. Bob does these things without hesitation while leading the Intensive Community Treatment Division that provides assertive community treatment act, projects for assistance in transition from homelessness path, and intensive case management and discharge planning teams, each serving individuals with highly intensive serious mental illnesses and co-occurring support needs across the greater Fairfax community. Bob expanded leadership at the Garland site is highly invaluable and unquestionably worthy of acknowledgement. Thank you, Bob, and congratulations. All right. So the team being presented with the 2025 Spirit of Excellence Award in Leadership is Nursing Leadership Team. All right. All right. The CSB Nursing Leadership Team, comprised of 11 nursing supervisors and two nurse managers, has done an amazing job this past year. Here are some examples of their dedicated work. The ICM ACT nursing supervisor was proactive, patient, persistent, and skillful in collaborating and coordinating with program leadership and medical services leadership when coordinating with program leadership and medical services. The program went through a period of intermittent provider hours. Her efforts ensured that limited provider hours were distributed as evenly as possible across ICT programs. The two nursing supervisors at Sharon Bova and BHOP, managing the largest number of nurses, have done excellent work coordinating with the various programs that utilize the nursing clinic in ensuring that all clients are cared for. Their great nursing skills ensured that clients' health concerns were caught timely and escalated to the appropriate level of care several times this past year. The residential services nurse manager and the addiction medicine clinic nursing supervisor have done a remarkable job providing ongoing support to the new Youth Medication Assisted Treatment, YMAT, program, and are actively involved in the planning of the AMC expansion and MAC urgent care. The Reston Chantilly nursing supervisor is doing an amazing job of steering her team toward improved morale and team cohesion. The Garland nursing supervisor, who has been short-staffed for a while, skillfully worked with her team and provided leadership and support in minimizing the effects of being short-staffed. These two nursing supervisors, the two nursing supervisors at Detox are doing an amazing job coordinating care and ensuring that hosting another program on site is having minimal to no effects on the quality of nursing care for the clients at Detox. The ACRS/SHIP program nursing supervisors are working collaboratively with program leadership to ensure the seamless transition of nursing services from the RIC program to the SHP. These nurse leaders have risen to the occasion, provided exemplary leadership to their nursing teams, and collaborating effectively with program leadership to ensure excellent nursing care. Way to go, nurses. Thank you for your leadership.
All right, congratulations again. You all doing okay? We're almost there. Okay, and you're silencing your phones? All right. The One Fairfax Award honors a CSB employee who promotes social and racial equity and inclusion through building competencies and skills to implement strategic delivery of CSB policies, practices, and processes, and also serves as a role model to colleagues in promoting and advancing social and racial equity. The 2025 Spirit of Excellence Award winner in the One Fairfax category goes to Kiara Carson, Jail-Based Services. Here is what Kiara's nominator shared about her commitment to equity. Kiara Carson has been a phenomenal addition to our jail-based team and has exemplified a focus on culturally competent counseling and emphasizing the importance of promoting social and racial equity and inclusion in her services. At times, individuals booked into the adult detention center are labeled incorrectly as it pertains to their race, ethnicity, or culture. As we were discussing, I lamented the difficulty when working in fast-paced crisis situations to remind ourselves to ask the individuals about what cultural information is important to them and what race, ethnicity they identify with. Kiara provided exactly the response I needed to hear. She said, "It only takes 30 seconds." I make sure to always ask everyone where they're from and give them the opportunity to speak about it. As a new staff member, it would have been easy to simply let the conversation go, but Kiara took the opportunity to step up and highlight that my rationale was actually an excuse and that with very few exceptions, there is always the time and opportunity to invite the client to talk about their culture, ethnicity, and their story. I felt her response also emphasized the importance in crisis or emergency situations of not losing insight of human in front of you. This interaction has significantly shifted how I approach and complete jail-based screens and intakes. I feel she deserves recognition for bravely speaking up and emphasizing the importance of valuing and gathering an individual's cultural and ethnic heritage from their point of view. Thank you for your dedication, Kiara, and congratulations.
All right, so next we have the Partnership Award. The Partnership Award is presented to a non-CSB employee or team comprised solely of non-CSB employees, including contractors or vendors who have made a deliberate, visible, and valuable contribution through their actions in one or more of the service areas recognized today. The individual partnership nominees are Antoinette Benton, can't help yourselves, Ramsey Fairburn, the Honorable Tia Snee, and Christina Tran. All right. All right. The individual 2025 Spirit of Excellence Award and Partnership goes to Brian Dillon, Behavioral Health Support and Employment Services. All right. Brian has taken on additional caseloads during staff vacancies on the CSB supported employment team. He consistently has a caseload that is almost double the normal size, as he does not want to see people sitting on a wait list. He is dedicated to making sure that individuals affected by staff vacancies continue to have services without disruption while waiting for new staff to come on board. Brian has also placed more than 30 people in employment in the first 8 months on the job, far surpassing expectations. He is dedicated to meeting clients where they are and finding employment that meets the individual wants and needs of those he works with. Brian also serves as a role model and mentor for new onboarding staff, regardless of the agency they are deployed to, making sure that they feel comfortable while onboarding and learning how the team functions. Great work, Brian. Congratulations. Okay, the winning team of the 2025 Spirit of Excellence Award and Partnership category is Neighborhood and Community Services. The CSB Youth and Family Team is honored to nominate the Neighborhood and Community Services team at the James Lee Community Center for the outstanding contribution to fostering a spirit of community and support. Over the last few months, as our counseling center has been getting up and running, the team at the James Lee Center has consistently ensured that we and more importantly, our clients feel welcome, supported, and safe. From the moment someone walks through the door, the front desk staff greets everyone with genuine enthusiasm and kindness, setting a positive tone for the entire experience. Their warmth creates an inviting atmosphere that is often the first step in helping people feel at ease. The management and directors at James Lee have been instrumental in assisting us with various needs, offering guidance and invaluable support. Their willingness to help has made a significant difference in our ability to serve our clients effectively, and has provided a sense of community that extends beyond the walls of our center. A special shout out is due to the senior staff for generously providing the decorations for our holiday parties. This thoughtful gesture created a festive and joyful atmosphere for our clients, making these events feel even more special and fostering a sense of togetherness during the holidays. Overall, the James Lee Community Center has truly been a welcoming environment. This environment has been instrumental in helping us create a safe space where our clients can seek the support they need. The unwavering commitment to community, care, and inclusivity displayed by the entire team at James Lee has had a profound effect on our work, and we are incredibly grateful for their partnership. Thank you, NCS, for being an excellent partner.
All right, congratulations again. Our next category is the Random Act of Kindness category. The Random Act of Kindness Award will honor a CSB employee who makes a deliberate and one-time contribution to the CSB and the people we serve. The individual nominee for the Random Act of Kindness category is Alyssa Honesty, Outpatient Nursing Team. The individual winner of the 2025 Spirit of Excellence Award in the category of Random Act of Kindness is Wade Singleton, Detoxification Team. Wade displays acts of kindness for his coworkers outside of work all of the time. He truly cares about the people he works with. This past year, he volunteered to fix a coworker's car when he knew the individual did not have the means to pay a mechanic full price. That is nice. And there's more. He also helped a coworker deal with a wildlife issue they were having at their house. He assisted with the transporting of a person's pet when they were unable to pick the pet up at a designated time. And he has been a pet sitter for coworkers so they wouldn't have to pay to board their dogs. These are just These are just a few instances, but there are certainly more. It is amazing that he has such willingness to assist his coworkers that are truly in need. It's not a behavior that only happens once, or twice even in a year for him. It is a constant willingness to assist without being asked. Thank you for your kind and generous heart, Wade. You are appreciated. All right. And Big Wade. There he goes. Okay. And the winning team of the 2025 Spirit of Excellence Award in the category of Random Act of Kindness, the Northwest Center Cast Team. This team exemplifies what it means to serve with heart, passion, and dedication, not just in their professional roles, but in their unwavering commitment to uplifting the community. The Rest and Cast team consistently finds ways to brighten the lives through meaningful initiatives, demonstrating their dedication to service beyond their daily responsibilities. For example, for Halloween, the team dressed as characters from the movie Inside Out and handed out candy to youth clients, creating a fun and memorable experience for children and their parents. During the Christmas season, they transformed their office into a log cabin, adopted 3 families for Christmas, and provided gifts and support, ensuring a joyful holiday season. Additionally, they collected food donations for the shelter downstairs, showing their commitment to helping vulnerable community members. During Valentine's Day, they visited the Sunrise Nursing Home, bringing chocolates and joining residents for karaoke during activity hour. They continue to spread warmth and companionship in doing so. The Kids Corner, located in the lobby of the Northwest Center, the Kids Corner initiative included a redesign of the lobby to include a Kids Corner, which is updated monthly with new themes, characters, and activities such as coloring pages and puzzles to make young clients feel welcome. The Rest and Cast team embodies the spirit of kindness and community service. Their impact is heartfelt, and their service is inspiring. Way to go, Rest and Cast team. Way to take care of the community.
All right. We still all right? Yeah, I want more. We got more, right? All right. The Stewardship Award honors those who are fiscally responsible with CSB funds and maximizes resources. The individual winner of the 2025 Spirit of Excellence Award in the category of stewardship is Jennifer Ahern, Procurement Management Team. No, okay. She's not here, but we'll make sure that she gets her award. So let me just tell you a little bit about Jennifer. Jennifer Ahern exemplifies the spirit of excellence through her steadfast partnership and dedication to ensuring the Fairfax Falls Church Community Services Board has the tools and platforms necessary to support professional development of our behavioral health workforce. Year after year, she has played an instrumental role in the procurement of training and certification resources that empower our administrative staff and direct services providers and leaders to deliver high-quality care to our community. Jen's keen attention to detail and commitment to financial stewardship ensure that we invest wisely in resources that add real value. She consistently aligns procurement decisions with organizational priorities, carefully looping in the right stakeholders to facilitate informed decision-making. Her diligence prevents overspending while ensuring that every dollar spent contributes to high-quality, impactful training programs. Her work has been particularly critical in securing and maintaining essential e-learning platforms such as Relias and MANT, as well as training resources related to medication administration, assessment tools, and more. Beyond her expertise in procurement, Jennifer is a true partner to CSB managers and staff. She takes administrative burdens that would otherwise slow down busy teams, allowing them to focus on their primary responsibilities. Additionally, Jen works tirelessly to streamline pre-car operations to improve communication efficiently and in compliance. Jen and her team met tight deadlines to process hundreds of licensing requirements within a few weeks while working to successfully close the fiscal year. She also collaborated with all stakeholders to review and optimize contracts, resulting in a significant reduction in procurement costs. Jen Ahern's determination to support the agency's mission has been remarkable. To provide the best service to our residents and to everyone in our community has the support needed to live healthy, fulfilling life. Congratulations, Jen. We appreciate you. All right. The team being honored with the 2025 Spirit of Excellence Award winner in stewardship is Detox Supervisors Katie Rudy, I got that wrong. I'm sorry. Tell me when you get down here. And Tiffany Faison. The reason for the plus sign references, the two individuals in addition to DSOC supervisors being recognized, last summer, New Generations had a staffing shortage, making it difficult to keep the program covered. In order for them to be able to continue to run the program and to be able to continue to bring in admissions, two staff members from Detox, Katie and Tiffany, were able and willing to provide coverage to New Generations. With Katie being there, they were able to continue to bring in admissions and complete all the needed paperwork in order to bill for services since she is a senior clinician. She also assisted with providing needed program coverage. She was selected to help because she had worked at New Generations in the past and could step in with little training of the program needs. Tiffany provided much needed coverage in order to keep the program staffed. With the absence of a senior clinician at Detox, we needed assistance with getting evaluations and assessment addendums completed. All three of the supervisors at Detox are licensed clinicians who are more than willing to assist with needed assessments in addition to their regular job duties. The willingness to set up a schedule of who would need cover assessments on each day and ensure they were completed. No assessments were missed or late. The willingness to accomplish these assessments without complaint, keeping the best interest of the program in mind, and incredibly commendable. This is a great team of people that look out for the best for all in programs in the substance use disorder residential treatment services. During the same period, Holly Burley, who was providing program coverage at New Generations, it worked out very well in both programs. New Generations and Detox continued thriving during this time period. Big thanks to this group of clinicians for stepping up and ensuring services did not stop. Congratulations on the win. So this concludes this year's Spirit of Excellence Award. Don't jump up. At this time, I'm pleased to welcome members of our executive leadership team to share a few closing remarks.
Can I start off with just wow? I'm Abby May, I'm Deputy Director for Clinical Operations, and it's truly impressive to hear the many incredible examples of the work that you do every day. And I want to say a heartfelt congratulations to all the award recipients and the nominees. Let's do a big round of applause. Your dedication, innovation, leadership, and teamwork really inspires us all. You remind us that excellence is not just about an individual success, but about collaboration and really working together towards a shared vision. I want to do a special thank you also to the CSB Awards team. Let's give it up for the moderators. I especially love the ad-lib comments. But no, thank you to the awards team for all your hard work on the program, preparing the certificates and the awards, and working on the logistics. I do want to recognize each of the team members. Angela Bates, Aphrodita Bala, Daniel Bracey, Donna Chittum, Nelvina DeRocho, Tatiana DeLatzvia, Sebla Gebre, Heather Gentry, Kathy Guerrero, Pam Kopiek, Martha McHugh, Mark Rosenik, Raymond Payton, Kim Perry, April Reed, and Tamika Tunza. Thank you. Thank you for all you did to put this event together, and I'm going to pass it to Barbara, who has some additional comments.
So I'm going to say double wow. This is always an exciting event. It's something that we definitely look forward to every single year. It's just an amazing opportunity to hear quite a bit more about all of the wonderful things that all of you are doing. I want to say a big thank you to all of you and your shouts of camaraderie for your comrades. It's a great thing to have you all here in support. I want to say, as Daryl mentioned, that this year we had the most nominees ever in all of our years, and it's a testament to how much you are paying attention to each other and really appreciating everything that you all do when you show up to work every day. And it's amazing, and it's helpful to give all of us that greater insight into just how amazing you are as individuals and as teams. So thank you for nominating and for being present, as much as all of the efforts of all of you who received your nominations and awards today. We're grateful for every single one of you. And we just want to encourage you to keep paying attention, keep collaborating, keep innovating, keep doing great things that come from your heart to help members of the community and members of the staff. We would not be who we are without all of that. So we're grateful to all of you for all that you do. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Shweta Adyanthaya. I am the Senior Strategy Director, and I just want to say triple wow for this ceremony. I used to work in the Office of Public Affairs, so I was kind of on the team organizing and assisting the countywide awards. This is much better. And here's why. The stories that we heard today about the impact of our collective work, I hope it stays with you, because it's certainly going to stay with me. I want you to remind yourselves about the sphere of influence that you have, because each and every one of you has a great sphere of influence. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we thank you for everything that you do on a daily basis. Thank you. And we're going to close it out with Dr. O.
So this has been a great morning, and what a great team that we all work on. And we look forward to the next year where we continue our spirit of supporting one another as we provide excellence to our Fairfax community.
All right, you hung in there with us. Thank you. So one last round of applause to our nominees and award winners. Keep doing great things. Before you go today, one, we want to thank our executive leadership team again for your ongoing support over the years. And before you go, if you know someone who was nominated or an award winner and they are not here today, they were unable to make it, and you are on their team or you supervise them, you're in their leadership change, if you could stop by, I think the tables are still set up there to pick up their certificates and all the other accoutrements that they get, okay? Please do that for us. That would be very helpful. And then, again, congratulations once again to all our program participants. We invite you to mingle, if you can, in the atrium for a little bit. And all nominees are encouraged to have your photo taken by our photographer. Thank you to you, sir, who joined us today. And he will meet you in the middle of the forum atrium area there if you want to get a photo. Okay? Thank you. Enjoy. See you next year.